in the type of work we do, I don't think clients are as aware of how important it is as perhaps they should be. Given the incredibly sensitive data that we handle day in, day out. But the knowledge that if anyone queries it, we can show it's being held securely is great. But I don't know how frequent you get those queries, not that often.
No, so we regularly get queries come through. There's a Law Society and Bar Council questionnaire that's approved by the panels on both sides that firms and solicitors send out to us to say, can you please confirm what you have in place for all of these different things? And it's all around data security. And for us, it's a big thing being able to say that we've got Cyber Essentials Plus, because that ticks so many boxes and covers a lot of the requirements on there. And when we get the LOCS 23 confirmed, there is talk that that will just be acceptable as a green light. We don't need to fill out the surveys because certain firms are already accepting it because they're in the process now of getting the LOCS 23 accreditation as well. So, from our point of view, they're just
worth the investment then.
Completely worth the investment. And it saves me a lot of time having to fill out those questionnaires.
Which in itself saves money for chambers. Because if staff aren't tied up with doing those kind of routine admin, then they can be doing other work, and that either means we're achieving more or we're cutting the staffing bill. So it's great.
And how important is keeping your systems and software up to date, because everything's constantly changing, software's constantly updated.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're quite good, like software side, we're very good at staying on top of making sure that we have actually got access to the latest software. And I know that one of the requirements for a lot of things coming through now, like these questionnaires, is how often are patches applied in the patch management side of things. And it fed into the LOCS 23 thing. And the amount of times I've had to go through and explain the CSG process, that I know exactly when it's going on, and we know in the clerk's room when it's going to happen, so we know that if there is anything going through, we know there might be a split second delay on something because there's an update. It just enhances the security for me that we know that all the patches are implemented. I get a weekly email come through that's the NDR response. So it tells me if there's been any vulnerabilities that have been identified globally and what needs to be done. And I know CSG get the same email. So as soon as that comes through, if there is anything that would affect us, they're on it straight away.